Alright, what's up? This is Designcrazy, and I'm going to be doing a quick Photoshop tutorial on smudging. So we're going to make a new project, 400 by 200. Then you're going to get any random render. I chose to use this one, if I can find it. Just copy that, paste it, size it down. Okay. Then I'm gonna go get a stock. Go to official PSDs. Get any random stock. It doesn't really matter. Just try and make it blend with the color scheme of the render. Copy it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, for the smudging, you can use a selection of smudge brushes. You're gonna right-click here, select smudge. I have some preset smudge brushes that you don't have to do anything with, and you can just instantly start smudging. But if you don't have any brushes like that, you can take any other kind of brush. I'm going to use the circular one. Scale it down so that it's smaller, around 8. You're going to click on your brush window, or go to Window, Brush. You're going to select Scattering. And then here you can control all of your commands for your scattering while you're blurring. So if you want it to be a really thin line, you can keep it thin. Or if you want it to be wide, you can go wide. And then you can do some shape dynamics, and that just basically changes up the dynamics of each little circle. But with scattering, say you can change the count here. Say you wanted just kind of a shiny mirror effect to it, you could use the wide and just go diagonally back and forth all the way across the background. And then if you wanted to kind of make it a little more interesting, you could bring this down so that it's closer, and then you can kind of go in different places and change it up. And then, with my smudge signatures, what I like to do is duplicate the renders. Place the one that you're going to be smudging under the other one, and then just basically smudge around it so that a little bit of the copy shows out, and then duplicate it. And depending on how much it shows, keep duplicating it until it's pretty prominent, and then overlay the last copy, and maybe even the one below it. Okay, then you got kind of like a glow around it, and it helps blend in the render. And then, so you can see what some of these other ones do. My favorite is this one and the triangle, but you can even go right on the main render and smudge just different parts of it, kind of scattered, just so that it blends into the background a little more. You might have to smudge the smudged layers to make it fit a little more. Okay. Then you can play around with, if you have Topaz Labs, you can torrent it. You can mess around with the different effects that it has. You can make it a soft look, and you can make it black and white. You can make it more colorful, stand out more. You can change all of the details so that it is more sharp or less sharp. It's basically like a extremely advanced sharpening tool. So I'm just going to go with edge soften. Bring that up a little. Okay, then you can put some text in it. I'm going to put mine right here. And with text, you always want to basically associate the color with the overall color of the signature. So if your overall color is blue, then you might want to do like a dark blue. Put in your text, and then you want to make the font fit with the theme of the signature too. So I'm just going to choose this for the beginning. I'm going to change it so that it's more readable. And then maybe something like Trojan Pro for the rest. And scale it up. Then, depending on the effect you want, I want a kind of a overshining, I don't know what you'd call it, just like a light over the render. So I'm going to go to outer glow. I'm going to choose blue. And then change the spread to around 50. And then the size way up. And that creates kind of a outcasting glow. And you can adjust it with the spread to see how far you want to go out. So right there. And then if you want the text to still have kind of a shine, you can duplicate it. And then take away the spread size and make it a little smaller. And then you can change the color too if you want to anything you want. Like that. Okay, then for some depth, you can erase part of your text here. Since you can't put it under the render because then your shine will go under it also. And there are other ways to avoid it, but I'd rather just erase part of the text. So you have to erase both layers of text. Just erase right on the corner of the D, and that places it under the render. Then you can throw some borders on it. For this one, I'm going to use black borders. I'm going to make them kind of thick. Always create a new layer for your borders, otherwise they'll get all messed up. And like in my previous tutorial, how I said, you can either try and just guesswork the borders and make sure that they're the same, or you can simply duplicate and drag down. I just guess because I've been doing it for a while. They look pretty even. I'm going to put some subtext in here. I'm going to use Century Gothic. You always want to make your subtext smaller than your main. And I'm going to make that white. And then put in overlay on it. That kind of just fades it in with the colors a little more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you learned a little about smudging and signature creation.